Be careful, little eyes, what you see. Be careful, little eyes, what you see. For Jehovah up above is looking down in love. So be careful, little eyes, what you see. And be careful, little ears, what you hear. Be careful, little ears, what you hear. For Jehovah's up above, he's looking down in love. So be careful, little ears, what you hear. Be careful, little feet, where you go. Be careful, little feet, where you go. For Jehovah's up above, and he's looking down in love. Be careful, little feet, where you go. Be careful, little hands, what you touch. Be careful, little hands, what you touch. For Jehovah's up above, and he's looking down in love. So be careful, little hands, what you touch. And be careful, little minds, what you think. Be careful, little minds, what you think. For Jehovah's up above, and he's looking down in love. So be careful, little minds, what you think. Well, my friends, this is a really eye-opening song for me and hopefully for others. You know, if it is, you're trying your very best to live right for Jehovah God and do the right things that is right and pleasing in his sight. You see, like the enemy is there to try to tempt us to do things that is not pleasing to Jehovah and which is sinful. So overall, we just have to be careful in the things that we do, in the things that we say, in the thoughts that we think, and in the things that we touch or do, or where we may go. So, in reference, do I say be careful, little feet, where you go? We got to really make sure that it is we don't lead ourselves to go to the wrong places, and that would cause us to do the wrong things. And in the same, careful what you say, like try our best. No, at times, yes, we may get angry with one another and such, but as in the word of Jehovah, it says, you can be angry, but sin not, you know, and don't let your anger go down. Don't let your anger. Don't be angry. I'm sorry. Don't be angry until the sun goes down. Once it is, you may be angry with a person. Really, you can be angry for a little bit, but don't be angry all day with that person, because when a person gets angry with another, I mean, the enemy gonna put wicked things in their hearts to try to do to the other person, you know, and like maybe have the feeling of hatred towards the person and such. But it's as Jesus Christ tells us to do. We got to forgive. We got to forgive others so that Jehovah God can forgive us, because we all sin and we all fall short of Jehovah God's glory. So we all have to learn to forgive. Don't hold a grudge towards anyone. I'm talking about trying to pay back sin for sin, wrong for wrong, and all. If someone does wrong to you, learn to forgive. Don't be angry with them all for a long time. learn to get over that angerness and forgive the person and show love, and basically careful little eyes, what you see. You see, like, there's a lot of things on the internet that really a man, woman, boy or girl that is trying to live their lives to please Jehovah God. They have to really try their best not to be looking at things that is displeasing to him. But there's a lot on the internet that the enemy put that can be displeasing to Jehovah. So we just have to be careful in what we see, or what we see around, even around, or as we go through lives. We just gotta be careful what we see. I mean, we need our eyes to see, yes, but we just gotta be careful on what it is we really focus on. Focus our minds and our thoughts or our eyes on. Say, maybe a man see a fine looking lady, and or vice versa. Or the lady see a fine looking guy, then, wow, he or she is so fine. I'd like to do such and such with such a person, which is the wrongful thoughts, and the eyes wants looking so much, and like focusing so much on the thing, will cause you to really start thinking wrong things. So like I believe that verse that said, what was it again? When tempted, don't say you're tempted by God, but each one is tried when he is drawn out and enticed by his own desires. And when the desire become fertile, it brings forth sin. And when the sin is carried out, it brings forth death. So basically, we just gotta be careful, and be careful what we see, what we think, what we touch, where we go, and what we hear. We gotta, like, in a sense, what we hear with the kind of songs out nowadays. Most of it is very sexual, and which possibly will put wrongful thoughts in the minds of either man or woman, possibly a girl or boy too, young girls or boys, and we just got to be careful, as if it is we're trying our best to live according to how Jehovah God wants us to live. We just have to be careful what we say, be careful what we think, be careful what we hear, be careful what we touch or what we do with our hands, and be careful where we go. My friends, may Jehovah bless you. And remember, I love you, but remember, Jehovah and Jesus Christ loves you more. Have a wonderful day. Bye.